And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you here to Burt Field in Springfield Central High School, here where Pope Francis, the number 2 seed of the Western Mass Class A brackets, have a nighttime match here on a cold Wednesday night versus the Longmeadow Lancers, the number 1 seed of the Western Mass Class A bracket. I'm Don Percy here, the voice of the Cardinals, alongside to my right, my cameraman, Lucas Cusson, here as we have hit the road here for a game 3.6 miles down the road here at Springfield Central. Just wrapped up the boys Class B Western Mass final game. An unfortunate loss for the Cardinals here against the Chicopee Pacers here. An unfortunate loss, looking for going to back-to-back, and they just couldn't do it this year. They're still looking for a long stretch of games into the postseason, though, as we look to get things going. Their boys soccer looking to come out. I believe they will be on the road for all the rounds of the state tournament, so we wish them the best of luck here. But the 1 versus 2 seed here for Pope Francis, 1 versus 2 seed also for Chicopee and Pope Francis here. The only difference that I would say, especially standing out here, especially in this Meadow Pope Francis game here, these two teams have met not once but twice this year here, and both times it has resulted in a tie, a 2-2 tie here at home field on senior night for Pope Francis, and a 1-1 tie versus Longmeadow on the road earlier on in the season here. Pope Francis coming into this game with an 8-2-7 record. Longmeadow coming into this game with a 3-2-3 record. So both teams, both ways, exceptional records. The ties have caught up to Pope Francis just a little bit here, but it is do or die here. There is no room and there's no time for any fun here, as this is when the lights come on and it is all here. This is where you leave it all on the field here, and this is where it all matters here. Girls looking for the four-peat. 4 in a row here for the Western Mass titles is the question here, as they have been led this season by University of Kentucky commit Mila Dillard and Stonehill College commit Maeve Turmel, along with freshman Rylan Washevitz here, both notching about 10 goals apiece here on this Cardinal team here, and certainly a bright future here in the years to come for this Pope Francis organization here. Most notably, Pope Francis, though, 2 ties to the same or to a similar team to East Longmeadow in this season. It was a 2-2 and a 3-3 tie, but when the lights came on and when they needed it the most, it was a big 3-1 win in the semifinal round. Here, so Pope Francis has done a good job so far. Kornacki all the way up to play it, though, as she got a piece of it and it would tip off the crossbar. Here, so Kornacki is tested for the first time here at Burt Field here. Pope Francis working from left to right. Meadow working from right to left here. As an opening opportunity here for the Lancers here, trying to get something going here, but it'll be cleared out by Maeve Turmel. So Longmeadow, the Lancers, Rihanna Manning, Cameron Greenman, and Emerson Cage leading the way for the Lancers here, 16, 12, and 12 goals apiece here. So certainly a lot of talent here between this Pope Francis and the Longmeadow team here. As Kornacki takes us out of her own goal mound to the 30-yard line. Most notably, though, if I do have to say so, Longmeadow has not had a reasonably close game at all within these first couple of games of the opening round of Western Mass here. A 5-0 blowout win versus Agawam and a 4-1 big win over Northampton here in the semifinal round here. Both teams, though, have proven their worth here. Not really had a close game yet. Pope 2 3-1 wins over Westfield and East Longmeadow. That has put them here in the championship and in the final round game here versus the Lancers. As before that, it would be a little bit of for the Lancers, it would be a big win streak that they had going here. Most notably, though, throughout this win streak, if I do have to say, the 2-1 loss versus East Longmeadow. And I think something that we certainly have seen here is that when the teams get the chance here, they will capitalize on every opportunity that they have. You give them a little bit of space, they make a lot happen with it here. And I think that's the case that what happened last night, especially, or 2 nights ago, I should say, with Pope Francis and East Longmeadow. East Longmeadow did not come to play, and Pope Francis took a big bounce on the opportunity, winning 3-1 over a team they tied twice into the season, 2-2 and 3-3. Here, though, the first time that Pope Francis would ever meet Longmeadow, though, would be none other than in the Western Mass tournament of last year. And that is where they would have their 1-0 win over the Lancers here. So Pope looking for the four-peat here. Dillard trying to get the pass upfield for Wishevitz. Wishevitz trying to get the pass off into the middle before it's blocked out. Lancers, though, can't clear out of the zone. And we send deflected out of bounds, though. So right now, the all-time meeting here is 1-0-2 in favor of Pope Francis. Pope with the 1 win over the Lancers, and ever since then, it has been 2 ties between these 2 teams here. Longmeadow has yet to notch a win versus Pope Francis in school history when these 2 teams have faced off against each other. As we said before, most notably 2 ties here coming in the regular season game here, as Gabby Shabelli will work it up for Pope Francis. Leaves it off for Mila Dillard, who has Ali Sojo working along the far side. Dillard, though, taking it herself, looking to fire a shot off. Instead, she'll take it all the way down on the far side of the field here. So Longmeadow's journey here has a 5-0 win versus Agawam and a 4-1 win versus Northampton. Pope Francis's journey is a 3-1 win versus Westfield and a 3-1 win versus East Longmeadow. Prior to this point, these 2 teams were both favored to be facing each other in the finals here. Pope looking to pull off an upset here as the 2 rank in the Class A tournament here, looking for 4 Western Mass titles. Turmel, though, trying to get almost upended there by Longmeadow forward. Ali Soja will work it to the middle, trying to find Mila Dillard there. Sent up by Peyton Beedling on the far side of the field here. Student section still filing in. White out the theme here for the Cardinals student section along the far side here. As this ball is inbounded by the Lancers here before it's sent right out of bounds by Ali Soja. As Gabby Shabelli makes space for herself here, trying to work it over to the middle. Find it over for Ali Soja before it's sent back out of play. Mila Dillard will inbound the ball. Or the Peyton Beedling before it's sent over to the middle. Kept in by Shabelli. Dillard, though, trying to put some offensive pressure on the Lancers here. Turn around with it and go back the other way. Mila Dillard looking to work to the middle. To the side. Trying to find Wishevitz. Before it is sent back, and it'll be Longmeadow possession now here. So 2 teams that have certainly had a long journey here throughout the regular season and throughout the postseason here. Though, it all comes down to this, though. Heading into the Western Mass Finals here and soon into the state tournament here. As Pope Francis, we've seen them. They've been holding the number 5 spot for weeks here. In the Division III power rankings, though, still holding the number 5 spot as we have seen before here, though. Longmeadow, though, on the other hand, holding the number 2 spot in the Division II power rankings with their 13-2-3 record. And then not far behind them is none other than the East Longmeadow Spartans at the number 10 spot with an 8-4-4 record so far here. So 2 top-end teams here. One on top of the Division III bracket, or rather the power rankings, and one on top of the Division II power rankings here. Who will win? This is the big game that will decide it all here. Who has more heart? Who's willing to leave it out in the field? Turmel's deflection there. Rosati tried to get the deflection again, though. Lancer's looking to turn back the other way, fire a shot off before it's deflected off Layla Rosati. So as we said before, D2 versus D3 here. Two top 5 teams as Kornacki was square to the shot, but the rebound was sent just outside far as she will recollect the second rebound. Oh, no, I know it did, yeah. As Longmeadow already with their first opportunity here, as it was a shot sent right in middle, created a little bit of chaos in front. Diller looking to give the pass up for Chelsea Brennan. On the far side, Mila Diller looking to make a big step up here, though. Smart, now play defense here. Pass sent up for it is sent back for Peyton Ramirez. For being held on there, though, was Ramirez along the 20-yard line. Pope won't get the call, though, as I believe this could end up being a Cardinals throw-in. As Turmel will clear this one out of harm's way, looking upfield for Chelsea Brennan. Batted over for Gabby Shabelli. Back for Layla Rosati. Trying to get it upfield for Peyton Ramirez, or rather, Rylan Wishevitz. As Longmeadow will get the inbound now for the Lancers. Rosati sends it back up in the air. It is sent out of bounds. Turmel looking to head it forward. Leaves off for Mila Dillard. Dillard trying to take it herself, give it a self-pass there before she's tripped up, though. Official makes the call, though, there. This is sent on the far side. Peyton Beedling passes it over for Maeve Turmel, who I believe will move this up to the 45-yard line, or rather the 50-yard line. Ball substitution here, though. Maybe a flat ball on the play. So Turmel from her own 54-yard line. Sent forward. Gonna get it back into the zone. Ali Soja, though. Sends it back for Wishevitz. Pass over the middle. Rosati looking to get there. Maybe head home the rebound, though. Nothing there for her, though, as she looks to regain possession. Leaves the pass off for Shabelli. Shabelli trying to fire a shot off. Blocked there, though. Lancers look to come back the other way. Here's Sophie Samard. Pressured on, though, by Maeve Turmel. Sends the ball back for Eden Kornacki. For this one is skied up, and I don't believe it'll clear the 30-yard line. No, it won't. Shabelli looking to head it forward. Sends it back over for Mila Dillard, who works along the far side, trying to find Ali Soja, who had a mid-field collision with one of the Lancers' defensemen. As Longmeadow will gain possession here. 26 minutes left in this opening half here at a 0-0 game here. A game that certainly not only we could see head into overtime, but also in a penalty kick shootout. Here, these two teams, they've met before and they've tied 2-2 and 1-1. Most notably, the 2-2 tie versus Longmeadow on senior night. Unfortunately, we would not be able to bring you live coverage of that game. But the 2-2 tie senior night, and earlier on in the season, the 1-1 tie at Longmeadow. Earlier on in the season, as the Lancers get the ball back inbound, looking to work it back up. I will say, though, something that we have seen, though, is that opportunities going both ways. There really I mean, you want to talk about what in for a good game. This really is the definition of you're in for a good game. Here, we've seen opportunities going back and forth here, both ways. Good scoring opportunities. Rosati deep into the zone for Pope, and then the Lancers here deep in on Kornacki. Some of the fans might have thought it went in, though. No goal signal, though, from the officials, as Wishevitz will send this one out of bounds, and Longmeadow will get the throw in. Here, though, but the big question here, not only for Pope Francis for the four-peat, here, the first time in school history that would happen. 4 Western Mass championships back to back to back to back. Here, and then the question next year, how long does this streak continue for? How long will Pope possibly or potentially rule the Western Mass tournament here as they look to come out victorious here once again this year? Here, but we are currently knotted at a 0-0 game here with 24 minutes remaining in the opening half here. Those of you, I should say, though, coming off of this live stream, the boys' game was earlier. An unfortunate 2-0 loss to the Pacers here. It was a well-fought season, and I believe they will see some postseason action here as Kornacki scoops the ball up here for the Cardinals. But we will see some postseason action here for the girls' team. Unsure if we will see anything for the boys here, as they, I believe, are holding the 20 seed, or rather 19 seed in the D3 power rankings. So unsure if they will have a home game. May see a preliminary round game here, though, at Pope Francis. So that is a huge possibility here. Though girls will more than likely have home field advantage all the way up until the quarterfinal round, more than likely. So that is certainly something to watch out for. As Samard will inbound the ball. Looking to get upfield for Layla Rosati. Samard going to work it back upfield, though. Trying to find Rylan Wishevitz. Oh, Lancers looking to come back the other way, though. They do it so far. So, scoring opportunities, really 1-1 going both ways here. Though Pope yet to register a shot on goal, though, here as Kornacki has her 2 first saves of the night. There's a midfield collision between Turmel and a Lancers forward. As this ball will be deflected out of play along the far side. Ball sent back out of play here, though. Pope Francis looking to work it back forward. Taking down the play there, though, is Peyton Beedling. No call on the play, either from the, or rather, Sophia Samard. No call on the play at all from the officials. Lancers looking to turn it back the other way. Kornacki square to the shot as she makes the save there. As Kornacki sent all the way up to the 45-yard line. Deflected forward, though. Turmel trying to go for the double header here, work it upfield. Peyton Beedling looking to work it up for Wishevitz. Wishevitz looking to work it along the far side for Ali Soja. For the ball is sent out of bounds. Soja works it upfield for Wishevitz. Wishevitz back for Soja. Deflected out of bounds by Longmeadow. So Pope will still have possession here. 21 minutes remaining now in the opening half. As we have a timeout taken here by Pope Francis. So we'll step aside, ladies and gentlemen, at a 0-0 game nearly halfway through the opening half. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions Play here live on Pope Prep. Here off the Pope Francis timeout, though. Dillard looking to get something going back for the Cardinals here. Going to get Pope Francis on the board. Shot here, though. Got to the middle, though, before it's easily cleared out, though, by the Lancers as they look to work forward here. Trammell pressured on hard, though. Looking to get it upfield is Sophie Simard. Simard, inside lane, passed over for Gabby Shabelli. Finds Layla Rosati. Rosati looking inside, trying to find Chelsea Brennan. Though the ball sent all the way back. Trammell looking to send a little spin cycle shot here. Rainbows it up. Trying to send it out of harm's way. Peyton Beedling. Shot long distance here. Kornacki is square to the shot as she bats it down. Here, as we are well over the halfway mark here on the first half. At a 0-0 game here so far. Very well, as we said before. Could see overtime. Could see a shootout here. Maybe double overtime if it is presented here, though, between these two teams. So very well, big possibilities for both teams. Heading into overtime, and the stakes are high here. Pope looking for the four-peat here. Longmeadow looking to avenge their loss from last year in the semifinal round versus the Cardinals. As a long-distance pass here, Kornacki all the way out to play as she gets the save for Pope Francis and her 5th of the night. Pope, as we said before, yet with a registered shot on goal here, getting outshot 5-0 here. Though score still at 0-0. Chelsea Brennan, good move to the inside, trying to buy herself some time and space. Rosati trying to get something going for Pope Francis, though. Meadow comes back the other way. Simard and Ramirez pressured on hard, though, as Ramirez will send this one out of bounds for Pope Francis. As the ball is sent back in play here on the far side, Chelsea Brennan sends this one up the close sideline. Brennan again trying to get the deflection there. Lancers looking to turn it back the other way, get shot on net, or rather get any possession at all. Rosati looking upfield, finds Chelsea Brennan, interfere with, though. Good body possession here as Pope Francis will get the throw-in. Or rather, Lancers will get the throw-in. Rosati, though, square to the ball to pick it up. Pope Francis thought they had it going back their way. They won't get it, though. As the Lancers look to regroup with it now. Ramirez, though, pressured on hard by the Lancers here. Trying to get on her horse. Lancers steal the ball away, though. Trammell with a good clearing, though, on the far side here. The first and second layers of defense putting in work here for Pope Francis, as they have yet, as we said before, yet with a shot on goal here. Opportunities, some good ozone time going their way, but nothing has come up for them yet here. Rosati looking to clear it out of bounds here. Going to work it back forward, though, is Rylan Washevitz. Washevitz still looking to get it back up the same sideline here before it's sent out of bounds. As Sophie Simard taken down the play. No call at all there by the officials. Longmeadow, though, still with possession here as they could get the corner, or rather, no, it would be Pope possession here out of Kornacki's goal mound. So Ramirez will take it out of Kornacki's goal mound. Kornacki off the close sideline. Deflected out of bounds, though, by Longmeadow. Dillard, though, trying to work it back upfield. Peyton Beedling on the far side. Taking down the play, though, by Washevitz. Lancers looking to get it going back the other way now, though. Going to get some ozone time here. Back into the zone for Longmeadow here getting outshot. Pope Francis 5-0 so far here. Yet with a shot on goal here, and that's got to change here soon, certainly. That is certainly what has put them up with 2 goals. Kornacki, though, square to the shot. Here, she makes a good save here for number 6 on the night. Kornacki's bunt all the way out to the 50-yard line. For the Lancers trying to get this thing back into the zone. Regain some possession here. Lancers, though, step forward. Turmel. Play broken up, though. Diller trying to provide some second layer of offense there, though. Lancers, though, with a burst of speed here. Heading upfield. Could it be an opportunity? Kornacki, though, with the save. 7th on the night for Kornacki. As she has come up big for Pope Francis here. Headed forward by Chelsea Brennan. Up in the air by Washevitz. Soja along the far side. Looking to get up for MIAA Dillard before it's sent out of bounds. Here, though, on the far side, though, is Eden Murray. Going to get something going for Pope Francis. Deep into the zone. As Meadow will take it out of their own goal mound. Play intercepted, though, by Washevitz. Dillard, though, gets the second effort there, though. Lancers looking to work back the other way. Here are already 7-0 shots on goal in favor of the Lancers here. Pope yet with a shot on goal at all here. Good ozone time, but unable to get anything off so far here. As it very well could come down to a game of shots on goal and getting shots in from just about anywhere. Whether it's 30, 40 yards out, right up front at 10 yards. That's what very well it could come down to this game here. Ball sent back upfield by Washevitz, looking along the far side for Rosati. Lancers, though, trying to send it out of harm's way here. As I believe this will be Pope possession. Dillard. Ball sent down on the 25-yard line. Lancers look to come back the other way with it. Brassalarchi at the 20-yard line now. Trying to find a head man, Rosati, here on the far side of the field. Longmeadow, they're looking to regroup with it. Rosati blocks the pass, though, looking to work it back upfield. Turmel bunted into the Pope O-zone here. Washevitz leaves it for Rosati. Lancers, though, looking to come back with the ball as a big-time push there by Washevitz along the far side. For this ball is sent back out of bounds again here by the Lancers. Headed forward by MIAA Dillard. Upfield for Washevitz. Lancers looking to come back the other way with it, though. Ball sent back out of bounds, and it'll be a Longmeadow throw-in here along the far side of the field. Sent back up. Peyton Beedling. Trying to get something going for Pope Francis. Here's turnover, though. Lancers looking to turn back the other way, though. No ozone presence there. Gonna fire a long-distance shot in along the far side. Kornacki, good tracking of the ball. Samar with a good block there to send it out of bounds. As this will come out of Kornacki's goal mound. It'll be Kornacki out of her own goal mound here. Under 11 now remaining in the opening half here. 0-0 the score between Pope and the Lancers. The number 1 and the number 2 seed here. Only thing that we have seen so far this season is ties. A 2-2 on senior night for Pope Francis and a 1-1 versus at Longmeadow for the opening game of the season here. Longmeadow looking to avenge their 1-0 loss in the semifinal round of the Class A tournament from last year, and Pope Francis looking for the four-peat, the first ever in school history, back to back to back to back here. Do they have it in them tonight is the big question here. Ball reflected out, though, by Rosati. Lancers looking to storm back. Shot off the crossbar there, though, as it was a deflected in, or no, it went in. They say it went in. As I believe it went off the crossbar, though. They say Longmeadow gets the goal, though. And boy, will they have something to discuss here. As if this went in, I mean, what an in and out goal, but I don't think this went in. As we're sitting up here in shock, but Longmeadow has a 1-0 lead here with under 10 to play in the opening half. So the initial shot here for the Lancers, while up here in the box, it doesn't look like it went in. We will get a little bit of a replay on it here at halftime for us up here in the box. But the Lancers with the opening goal here, as it was going to come sooner or later. So 8-0 the shots on goal now. Pope still without a registered shot on goal here. As that's something that's going to turn the tides here, especially for the Cardinals here in the dying moments of this opening half here. I mean, down 1-0 off of a weird goal that went in here. No one knew it went in. We're still unsure if it actually did go in. Here, it looked like Kornacki had made the initial save. Here, I mean, it was a really, really quick goal that would have gone in and out of the goal if it did go in. But a bizarre occurrence of events here. And the Lancers are up 1-0 here, as it was just under the 10-minute mark in regulation. Or Longmeadow gets a throw in, again for deep into the zone. Lancers looking to come back, though. Chelsea Brennan looking to turn it back for Pope Francis here. Get it going back up zone. Good block there, though, by the Lancers in their own offensive zone here. As Pope was looking to try to make a D break out of their defensive zone. Lancers looking to move it back forward, though. Pope Francis looking to come out with ball possession here. Samar with a good body presence here on the far side. As the Lancers will get the throw in. didn't look like it went in at the top, but I don't think it also got to the bottom. I don't think it. Here, Pope Francis, though, looking to work it back out of their own D zone here. Burst of speed, though. It's Rylan Washevitz here on a near partial break, looking to tie the game. Washevitz shot save made by the Lancers goaltender. So the Lancers goaltender tested for the first time tonight so far. Rosati looking to turn it back for the Cardinals here along the close side here. As what could have been a 1-1 game here, courtesy of Rylan Washevitz, a big-time stop for the Lancers goaltender. As we sit now at a 1-0 game here. Termel looking to work it up forward here. Passes it over for Chelsea Brennan. Shabelli, though, looking to turn it back upfield along the far side, and since she sends it out of play. As this will be a timeout taken by Longmeadow, so we'll step aside, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0, Longmeadow leads. Stay tuned when we return the remainder of the first half. Back here off the Longmeadow timeout. Lancers inbound the ball here. 5 minutes remaining in the opening half here. 1-0 the score, though. They lead here off an odd goal here that we'll still take a view at here at halftime. Under 5 to play, though, in the opening half here. The 1 versus the 2 seed. These two teams have met before, and they've tied 1-1 and 2-2 so far here. Pope, they thought they had what could have been the tying goal here from Rylan Washevitz, only to be turned down, though, as Longmeadow's defense has just been spotless so far, except for the one break that they've had so far. Shots on goal, though, right now, 8-1 in favor of the Lancers here. So Pope Francis getting outshot big time here. And if you're Pope Francis, you got to turn that around here. You got to take it down here at halftime. You got to be like, hey, we're in this game. It's only a 1-0 game. We've had the opportunity. It has presented itself forward. What we have to do is we have to start locking in here, especially on defense here. Defense, though, it's the one mistake that cost them here, getting the balls out of bounds here, or rather clearing it out of the middle of the net front here. But getting people to the net has certainly done them good stuff so far here. There's a corner kick here. Tad Termel going to the far side here. Dillard will take the corner kick again. So Mila Dillard set to take the corner kick here for Pope Francis. Dillard for the corner kick to put Pope at a 1-1 tie. Shot sent to the middle. No one there for Pope Francis. Looking to get the regroup, though, is Ali Soja with a good slide tackle here, trying to keep it inbound, though. This will be a Lancers throw-in here with 2:55 remaining in regulation of the opening half. Ball sent back out of bounds immediately, though, as it will be Ali Soja on the far side getting the throw-in for Pope Francis. The initial time here, though, Longmeadow will get the throw-in here. We're trying to work it back upfield, though. Or to send back out of bounds. Once again here, nearing now the final 2 minutes in regulation. Here, the number 1 Lancers versus the number 2 Cardinals. Pope looking for the four-peat. Back to back to back to back. First time in school history, as we said before here. And they're looking to go deep into the state tournament round here as well. Shut down in the round of 16 by the Norwell Clippers, as they have fallen to them 2 years in the past and look to turn things around here this year, though. We saw them face against one of the top teams, Nepomuc Regional. A couple of players out of that game here, though, taking a 3-0 loss here in the regular season. But certainly they could do some good here when the lights come on and when it's all heart that matters here. They certainly have what it takes here, and I think they certainly could have what it takes here to knock off one of these top teams above them in the state tournament here. As we said before, though, they will have more than likely home field advantage all the way up to the quarterfinal round, so that'll be the round of 8 here before the semifinal round, and the final round will more than likely be at a neutral site here for the state tournament. The ball sent upfield for MIAA Dillard along the far side of the field from Ali Soja here. Burst of speed, though, or rather Rylan Washevitz trying to get it up from MIAA Dillard. The ball sent back out of play here. Rather, no, there's no whistle blown here. Thought it was a whistle by the official on the far side of the field here. Though Rosati will pick the ball back up. Cycles it off, trying to find MIAA Dillard. Dillard trying to take it herself along the far side. Takes a little step back here and makes a move around one offensive man. Here, final 2 minutes of regulation in the first half, though. Lancers, 1-0 over the Cardinals here. The 1 seed Lancers and the number 2 Cardinals. As we said before, those of you that might be just tuning in to the live, or rather the recording, I should say, here, because we'll be doing a recording then post. An unfortunate 2-0 loss for the boys against Chicopee here. It was a well-fought, looking to go back-to-back here against against the Pacers, rather. Unfortunately, they would fall 2-0 here, as we are at halftime now, ladies and gentlemen. So the Lancers up 1-0 off an odd goal out in front here. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, we'll have the second and the final half of the Western Mass Class A Finals. When we return, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions Play here live on Pope Prep. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just a little bit of a walk that I had over to the far side of the field here, trying to get a little bit of video replay here. Unfortunately, there is no replay allowed for high school sports here, so that is very unfortunate, though. But we'll go with what we had and say enough evidence to rule no goal, but enough in the officials' eyes to put Longmeadow up 1-0. So here we are, though, off of a big opportunity, though, as it was a shot here that went off the crossbar of the field goal that had Kornacki beat completely. Here, a ball inbounded, though, along the far side here. As Cardinals are going to get something back going here. Chelsea Brennan along the far side here. Going to get something back for Pope Francis. Lancers are going to clear it out of harm's way, though. Sent back in with Shevitz. Pass off there, blocked in the middle, though. Turmel turns around. She shoots, she scores! It's Maeve Turmel, the Stony Hill College commit, and she puts Pope on the board here. 1-1, 5 minutes into the second half, and Turmel lights the lamp here for the Cardinals, and they are back in this game at 1-1. So Maeve Turmel with the answer that Pope has wanted all night here. 1-1 as we head in 5 minutes into the second half here. Long distance shot here. Kornacki square to the ball, though, at the 30-yard line, though. So 1-1 here. Turmel with the tying goal for Pope Francis here. Still college commit. As she puts one in the back of the net for her 10th goal of the season here for Pope Francis. And a 1-1 game here on what should be really a 1-0 lead for Pope Francis, but a 1-1 game here, as that really is going to stink, though. If this comes down to the goal that wins Longmeadow, the Western Mass Finals, this is really going to be something, though. Pope Francis, the dream of the 4P, is still alive here. Ball inbound along the far side. Dillard looking to get the pass inside for Turmel. Trying to upend the Longmeadow forward there along the far side is Chelsea Brennan and Sophie Samard. Lancers are going to come back the other way, though. Samard takes the ball away, pick the pocket of the Longmeadow forward here. Trying to get it upfield out only to no one. Here's the Lancers goaltender will cover up here. So shots on goal still, or rather 9-2 now in favor of Longmeadow here. Pope, while getting outshot, have tied this game at 2-2. Chip pass. Chelsea Brennan looking to work inside. Brennan leaves the pass over, trying to find Maeve Turmel. Lancers looking to come back the other way here. Turmel in hot pursuit, though. Trying to up in the ball here. Second person, Ali Soja. as Soda took a big hit there on the far side. Still standing, though. Kornacki all the way out to get it. As no call on the close sidelines here. Trammell, kick forward, over for Rylan Washevitz. Washevitz, unable to get the ball there, though. Longmeadow will take it back now, trying to work it up forward. Here's Pope has come to life here in the second half that we've seen so far. As the ball sent out of bounds here on the far side. Here, Lancers will inbound the ball back, though. So Trammell with the tying goal for the Cardinals here. Committed to Stony Hill College here, or rather her 12th goal in the season. I mistook there. So 12 goals on the season for her. Washevitz with 11 and Dillard with 9. Points leading, though, by Mila Dillard, 17 points on the season. Rylan Washevitz with 16 and Maeve Trammell with 13. Here in Chelsea Brennan, not far behind with 7 points here. 3 goals, 4 assists on the season. The ball sent out of play here on the far side of the field, though. So again, very well could see extra innings here, as we like to say a lot on Pope Prep. Though Cardinals off of 2 3-1 wins here to get to the point that they were right now. Trammell, where's the ball upfield? Trying to find Rylan Washevitz. Washevitz, good hustle of the ball to keep it back in play. Works it along the far side here. Trying to take a step back here. And I believe this will be a corner kick for Pope Francis. As Mila Dillard here, trying to get something going. Good block there to keep it back into the zone here. So overtime, how this will work, if overtime is needed, it'll be go to 2 overtimes. First overtime, 10 minutes. Second time, over minutes. And then a sudden death penalty kick shootout. As the Lancers will take it out of their own goal mound now. Here at an 11-minute mark into the second half. Pope going to regain possession of the ball here. Peyton Beedling upfield for Maeve Trammell. Trammell trying to find an inside lane and find Washevitz or Soja heading upfield. Nothing there for them, though. As Peyton Beedling will get the throw in inbound for Pope Francis here. So as we said, 2-2, 1-1 ties throughout the season here. As we currently sit at a 1-1 standstill, though, here between Pope Francis and the Lancers. Lancers striked first here in the opening half here. Ever since then, it's been Maeve Trammell. 6 minutes into the second half here, and she has tied the game for Pope Francis, as Pope still, the dream of the four-peat, still alive, back to back to back to back here, as Pope Francis girls certainly look to go off strong here heading into the state tournament round here. Currently with the number 5 spot in the Division 3 rankings. The Lancers, though, storming ahead with the number 2 spot in the Division 2 rankings here, as they've done oh so great here among all sports, really. that we have seen so far here. As Mila Dillard now bursts of speed here, trying to work to the middle, fire a shot off. Save made by Lancers goaltender, though. So Ava Nunzo's third save of the night here for the Lancers. Shots on goal still 8-3 in favor of Pope Francis. But ever since that Turmel goal, it has been all Pope Francis, all Ozone forward. Little to no pressure going back for Longmeadow. As Hannah Johnson looking to get the ball going forward for Pope Francis. Leaves it over for Maeve Turmel. Turmel over for Shabelli. Shabelli looking to work it forward. Lancers, though, look to steal the ball back here. Is Turmel looking to step up here. Finds Ali Soja, though. Bounce back off the head of one of the Lancers' defenders here before they will send it out of bounds. And Pope Francis should get the throw in here. As we'll step aside here for the player down on the field at the 45-yard line. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions play here live on Pope Prep. So back here off the brief little break we had, Soja will get the inbound for Pope Francis. Leaves it over for Mila Dillard. Dillard. Ball sent out of bounds, though. Lancers with some good defense there. As a crowd disagreeing with the throw-in for Pope Francis, Dillard will take it along the far side here. Lancers, though, looking to get something back going for Pope Francis. Peyton Beedling going to play some good defense here. She does for Pope Francis here. Hannah Johnson, good step up there. Cardinals look to go back the other way here. Lancers looking to work along the far side of the field, though. We get the game up 2-1 here as the ball is kept in. Easy save, though, made by Kornacki. So shots on goal now 9-3 in favor of the Lancers. And while Pope Francis, certainly, while they've lacked shots on goal here, they've made the most of their opportunities, to say the least here. As Turmel taking down the play here. I believe she will get the call, though. So Pope Francis, opportunity to go up 2-1 in the Class A finals. So Turmel will get a free kick here at the 25-yard line with an opportunity to put Pope up 2-1 with 24 minutes remaining in the Class A finals second half here. Turmel had the tying goal about 6 minutes into the second half, and now looking for the go-ahead goal here. So Maeve Turmel trying to send people to the net as well, just to get the deflection. Turmel's long-distance shot here sent just wide of the net. What definitely had the distance and the power, though, just a little bit lacking the accuracy here at the 24-minute mark. So we have a 1-1 tie between Pope and the Lancers here. Lancers struck first in the dying moments, in the dying last 5 minutes of the game. Ball sent forward. Lancers get a little bit of a some running room here, trying to create some space here. Pope Francis, though, with some good back check here. Keep back into the zone here. Lancers, though, looking to come back the other way with it. Tripped up on the play, though, along the far side by Murray. Lancers don't get the call, though. Crowd arguing with the call, though, here at Central, at Burt Field. As the ball sent out of play here. So Pope will regain possession. The ball sent out of play here. Longmeadow looking to inbound the ball, though, again. Along the far side of the field. Cardinals looking to work it forward. Hannah Johnson trying to head the ball back deep out of the Pope Francis D zone here. As now going the way of Pope Francis, or rather, no, Longmeadow now here. Switching back and forth here. It's contested between this 40 and this 20-yard line here. Lancers looking to fire a shot off from long range. Kornacki square to the shot, though. As she makes her 11th, or rather 10th save of the night. Shots on goal, 11-3, though, in favor of the Lancers. Termel looking to bat it forward. Chelsea Brennan, though, looking to get it going forward, though. Hannah Johnson, good step up there, though. Unfortunately, the official rules in favor of the Lancers for possession. As the ball will be set to be played at the 50-yard line, or rather the 47-yard line. Played in at the 40. Lancers looking to work it back upfield. Get some ozone pressure going here. Longmeadow, though, trying to get back up the field here. 1-1. This is the best offensive zone pressure we've seen so far here, coming from the Lancers so far. It's been all one-sided here, though, for Pope Francis, as they've come back the other way here, and they have put one in the back of the net for the Cardinals here on Ava Nunzo. Lancers, though, looking to get a burst of speed in the middle, though. Tripped up there on the play. Clearing play attempt there failed again, though. Dillard going to do something with it along the close side of the field. Mila Dillard trying to work inside. Trying to find Ali Sojo for a burst of speed upfield. Peyton Beedling, good body there. And the crowd not liking that call at all. Regardless of it going in favor of Longmeadow, thought it should have been a little bit more, maybe. They're not going to call anything. Unless it's like... Lancers inbound the ball here at the 40-yard line. Trying to work it upfield. Hannah Johnson, though, steals the ball away, trying to work it upfield for Mila Dillard. Mila Dillard along the far side of the field has Layla Rosati and Chelsea Brennan streaking to the net. Dillard trying to find her way to the inside. Mila Dillard, 20-yard line, long-distance shot, trying to go for the top right corner. Here, just sent wide of the net, though. Under 19 to play now. 1-1 the score here. Termel tied it for Pope Francis here. 6 minutes into the second half here. Longmeadow was off and running under 5 minutes into the game here on a very, very controversial goal here that still has us scratching our heads whether it went in or not. But the officials rule it did, so that's what we will go with here. And we sit at a 1-1 tie. 18:30 now remaining in regulation. Pope looking to work the ball upfield more. Here's it's played in along the far side of the field. All inbounded. Ryan Washevitz trying to fire a shot off. Here, and it'll be sent just wide of the net. Central looking to work it back upfield. Or rather, Longmeadow looking to work it back upfield. Not Central, sorry. At Central, but not playing Central, sorry. As Dillard tried to fire a long-distance shot on Nunzo. So third shot of the night on Nunzo. Third shot, save though. 4 shots on goal, 3 saves here. Both goaltenders letting one by so far. As Mila Dillard looking for the go-ahead goal here. Corner kick, trying to get to the middle though, I believe was Termel. For it'll be headed back out of play here and sent along the far side. As this will again go in favor of Pope Francis. Throwing here along the far side from Rosati. Ball sent back out of bounds here, though. Longmeadow with a quick throw in. Rosati trying to work it back upfield, though, on the far side. Under 17 now remaining in regulation. 1-1 between the 1-seeded Lancers and the 2-seeded Cardinals of the Class A bracket. Here, the number 2 team, Lancers, in the Division 2 rankings, and the number 5 team, Pope Francis Cardinals, in the Division 3 rankings. 2 teams that have played 2 games this season. Both have resulted in ties. 2-2 tie most recently on senior night, and a 1-1 tie earlier on in the season. As we said before, both teams have fought long and hard to get to this point here. Longmeadow, a 5-0 and a 4-1 win in the quarter and semifinal rounds. Pope Francis with 2 3-1 wins in the quarter and semifinal rounds to get where they were here. Most notably, though, was the 3-1 win versus East Longmeadow, a team that they had tied twice. Just like Longmeadow, tied twice here in the regular season, 3-3 and 2-2. But when it mattered most, Pope Francis, when the lights came on, they would come out victorious and stand on top here. As that game was at Pope Francis just about 2 nights ago here. That was Monday. As we do not yet have a state, when we could see a state opening round game here at Pope Francis. But we'll certainly look to give you those dates here. Unfortunately, the boys falling 2-0 to the Pacers earlier on this afternoon. Girls, though, looking to come out victorious here and go for their 4th title in a row here. Still with a hope of winning a state tournament championship here, as they have done oh so well throughout the year here. As we said before here, Pope, they've started to rack up the ties here. 8-2-7 heading into this game here so far. Lancers heading into this game, though, 13-2-3. So while not many losses and not many ties, Longmeadow with racking up the wins, though, and that's put them in the number 2 spot here. This shot on the far side will be steered wide of the net of Nuzzo. Though, but Pope Francis, though, racking up the ties here. I mean, and as we saw here, undefeated up until playing against one of the top teams here, Nepomuc Regional, and really these losses that they have here. The 2 losses against teams outside of Western Mass here. Nepomuc Regional, who is currently holding the number 2 spot in the Division 3 rankings, and Immaculate Heart Academy, that was a trip to New Jersey, that they would lose 2-1 here. But really, games that are respectable losses. You're playing against top opponents. And these ties that they have had here, most notably the last 4 ties that they have had here, before entering the postseason without a win since September 30th. As a near breakaway here for the Lancers, with a chance to put them up 2-1 here on Kornacki. Kornacki save made there as an opportunity by the Lancers, shut down by Kornacki here. Lancers, though, looking to work back the other way. Kornacki, big time stop here to keep it at a 1-1 game. Lancers along the far side here. Burst of speed. Shot low there. Deflected almost into their own goal by Peyton Beedling. But it is steered just wide here, as that was a near partial own goal to put the Lancers up 2-1. Here as Pope Francis starting to get a little too comfortable here in their own D zone, and it could bite them in the back here as they've had a string of offensive zone opportunity and chances here coming their way. Lancers looking to get back on the board here, trying to get deflection toward the middle, though. Shot will be steered all the way out and down, and this will be a throw-in for Pope Francis. As Longmeadow takes their time out here. So we'll step aside, ladies and gentlemen, with 11:38 remaining in regulation. Pope Francis, number 2 versus the number 1 Lancers when we return. Back here off the Longmeadow timeout. 2 of the top teams among the D2 and the D3 rankings still going at it here at a 1-1 tie for the Western Mass Class A championship here. As student sections on both sides getting into it, Pope Francis, what was the whiteout here, is now just, I mean, they've scrapped that idea, to be honest, here, and it's just funny to watch up here in the box. But regardless, still showing their support here along the far side of the field. As Pope looking to get the ball going back the other way here. Shot here on the far side, though. Kornacki square to the ball as she makes the save there. Lancers, though, looking to come back the other way here. Ozone from both teams here is being seen, but Lancers are starting to push back here. Get some more Ozone time here. You're starting to wonder if really this is what it comes down here. These final 10 minutes here. Long distance shuttle on the far side. Brassalarchi having to get there for the Cardinals. But this is what it all comes down here, though, ladies and gentlemen. When the lights are on here, a game that very well could see overtime, double overtime, and possibly penalty kicks here, if it very well comes to it here. As this game originally was set for 5 o'clock in the Eastern time here in Springfield, Mass. But very well, this game could exceed possibly 2.5 hours here if it very well comes to it. Dillard clears the ball out of harm's way, though. Ball going to get inbounded on the far side of the field. Dillard trying to make a cut to the middle here. Trying to go for the game-winning goal here. Trammell, inside pass, trying to find Milo Dillard. Milo Dillard with a burst of speed here. Shot save made by Nunzo. Ava Nunzo. Her 4th save of the night. And while not many have come by far here from Pope, or rather 5th save of the night, while not many shots have come her way, she has certainly come up big, and so has Eden Kornacki here. 11-6 the shots on goal in favor of the Cardinals, though. Or rather, in favor of the Lancers, as Longmeadow has been in a drought of shots on goal here. Entering the final 8:30 of the game. Rosati, pass inside, trying to leave it from Mila Dillard. Lancers, though, looking to clear it out of harm's way as they duel on the far side. Cardinals will get the throw-in. Working, though, down the far side, or rather the close side here, where the ball is still sent in play. Maeve Trammell with a good job to box out here. Sophia Larson getting the throw-in for the Cardinals. Rather, Layla Rosati. Rosati upfield trying to find Mila Dillard. Dillard, good job to keep the ball in along the close side. Mila Dillard trying to get an individual effort there. Good job by her to get it going back upfield. Nothing would go there, though, for her. As this ball will be taken out of Longmeadow's goal mound out of Nunzo's goal mound here. So, as we said before, one shot has beaten both goaltenders so far, and certainly both good shots, especially here. Hannah Johnson clears the ball out to the middle of the zone, trying to look upfield for Mila Dillard. Chelsea Brennan, good defense here, try to sending it back upfield. Lancers, though, just looking to clear it and get anything going their way. Hannah Johnson, though, good defense again. Samar clears it back out into the O-zone. Sidestep there by Washevitz. Washevitz looking to work middle. Washevitz fires a long-distance shot here, steered just to the side of the net. So taking it out of Nuzzo's goal mound here. Lancers trying to get something working back up forward. Here, though, under the lights here, we had the Class B boys game, Chicopee versus Pope. Unfortunately, Pope falling, as we said before, 2-0. But here we are with the Class A final game here. What it all comes down to here, 2 top teams among the D2 and D3 polls face off here on a stage no bigger set. What normally would host Division I football for Central is now hosting Class A soccer here in the Western Mass Finals. Peyton Beedling breaks up the play, sends it up for Chelsea Brennan. Brennan looking upfield, trying to find Mila Dillard. Get that pass over to the inside lane, though. Brennan, though, still has a burst of speed. Over for Mila Dillard, trying to get the ball into the middle of the zone. She's here in on a burst of speed. Mila Dillard tripped up on the play, though. And they will get the call, I believe, here. Or no, they won't. As we thought it was going to be a call for Pope Francis, though, it'll be for the Lancers here. As we enter the final 5 minutes of regulation of the second half here. As Brassalarchi heads off the field and Rosati off the field. And back on Ali Soja. Or rather, Brassalarchi off the field and Soja on. Dillard fakes the shot. Moves to the middle here. Up and on the play here. Slide tackle trying to keep it in. Chelsea Brennan trying to fire a shot off along the far side, though. For it is sent just wide of the net. As this will be taken out of Nunzo's goal mound again. Here, under 5 remaining in regulation. Lancers, though, looking to work it forward. Broken up, though, by Pope Francis. Chelsea Brennan with a burst of speed, trying to get something going. Passes it off for Washevitz. Termel looks to find an inside lane. Trying to find Mila Dillard or Ali Soja. No one there, though. Ford is sent back for Chelsea Brennan. Lancers coming back the other way, though. Broken up, though, by Washevitz. Good back check here by the Cardinals to try and steal away possession here from the Lancers. As Lancers are trying to just kill the clock here. As we're on officials' time here with under 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Chelsea Brennan taking down the play. Ball sent forward. No call there at all. Hannah Johnson. Good block there. Keep it back above the 30-yard line. Sophie Samard. Good presence there. As Lancers looking to get it going forward here. As they will get it going their way, though. So under 5 to play here in regulation. On officials' time now. Ball broken up all the way into the middle. Peyton Beedling along the far side of the field. Trying to find Rylan Washevitz. Ford is sent out along the far side of the field. Rosario get the throw in. Throw in here from Rosati. Couple minutes away from what we could see is overtime and double overtime. After that penalty kick shootout here. Long distance shot. Kornacki with the save, though. Kornacki out of her own goal mound. Forward. Layla Rosati trying to bounce it forward. Student section on their feet here along the far side of the field for Pope Francis. Dillard trying to make something happen here along the far side of the field. Push it forward. Lancers trying to get it back upfield. Couple minutes away. Sudden death overtime up next here in the Class A finals here. As we said before, it'll be a 10-minute initial overtime. I believe the last 2 minutes will be on officials' time. Followed up by another 10-minute double overtime. What also could be 2 minutes on officials' time. And then what will then be sudden death penalty kick shootout to decide it all if it comes down to that. So unsure when the next events will be here live on Pope Prep here for the next couple of games here. Though Peyton Beedling trying to break up the play here. Hannah Johnson, second layer of defense. Trying to get it forward. here. Lancers, though, trying to inbound the ball quickly and get one last rush upfield. Get something going for them. Ball sent deep into the Pope zone. Termel, header up, followed by Washevitz. Lancers, though, looking to get it back into the zone here. Rosati trying to head it forward. Lancers pick the ball up, though, trying to fire a shot off. This could be dangerous right here in the middle. Block shot save, or block shot there by Peyton Beedling. Hustling the ball is Chelsea Brennan as Dillard with a big body there at the 30-yard line. Oh, there. Lancers, long distance shot here, trying to get the ball upfield. Termel deflects it out, and we are heading to sudden death overtime for the Class A finals. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up 10 minutes, who wants to be the hero here in sudden death overtime live on Pope Prep? Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. When we return, champions play here. So we welcome you back here for the start of the first overtime. Lancers working from left to right, Pope Francis right to left here. Sudden death, golden goal situation here. Cardinals looking to clear it out of the zone. Lancers, though, trying to get back on the offensive rush. Peyton Beedling shot here, save made by Kornacki as she steers this one down. Kornacki, punt all the way out of her own goal mound. Looking to work it upfield, trying to find Washevitz and Dillard. Lancers, though, looking to turn in, find an extra gear here. As we saw, though, it was all Pope Francis here, especially in that second half. The first half, it was Longmeadow. Start to finish, no doubt about it. But the second half, things started to really turn around here. Longmeadow had a little bit of pressure going forward, but nothing enough to sustain them, and Turmel would tie the game here as the Lancers look to come back the other way here. Sudden death goal situation. Look out here. This could be a odd man situation here, trying to fire a shot off. Rosati on the back check, though, as that shot is steered wide. Kornacki, punt all the way out to the 40. Kept inbound, though. Hannah Johnson, though, looking to get it up in the zone, though. Trying to find Mila Dillard and Chelsea Brennan for a burst of speed upfield. Sent out of bounds. Or no, this will not be sent out of bounds here. Longmeadow with a good regroup, though. Good poke check there, though, by Hannah Johnson. As the Lancers look to work back the other way here. Nearly 2 minutes into overtime. Peyton, Beedling looking to just clear it here. Send it, get boxed out. As Kornacki will get this out of her own goal mound. As Eden Murray on defense for the Cardinals now will take it out of Kornacki's goal mound here. This is a stand-up moment here. Murray out of Kornacki's goal mound, throwing it along the far side here. Far side of the field, though, for Washevitz. Poke checked away, though, by, I believe it was the foot of one of the defenders, though. Dillard, though, looking to break it forward. Good step up there, though, sent down to the ground. Lancers, though, looking to re-clear it and get it back deep into the zone. Sent upfield, though. Lancers, though, looking to come back, get some ozone time here. Burst of speed here. Peyton Beedling trying to play defense here. Cleared out of the zone, though, by Eden Murray. Lancers trying to work it back upfield. Could be a burst of speed here. Longmeadow trying to find an inside lane. Fire any sort of shot off. Here to the inside. Look out! Kornacki, what a save there! As what could have been the game-winning goal, Longmeadow with a chance out in front, but Eden Kornacki, stellar in net so far. 13th save of the night. Pope Francis trying to work it backfield. Washevitz taking down the play. As they will get the call here, though. I mean, what an occurrence of events here. Dillard or Turmel will get the free kick here. And what could be the golden goal scenario here. So Turmel now, who had the tying goal, a chance to win the game and win it all here in the Class A finals. Turmel, long distance shot, deflected out in front though. Dillard thought she could have got a header on it. Though it'll be sent back out. Brennan though, first on the ball, trying to pressure it though. Peyton Beedling sends it back deep into the zone here where it'll just roll out of play. Here nearly halfway through the first overtime. Lancers looking to work it back forward. Turmel trying to get a burst of speed. Find an inside lane for Mila Dillard. Dillard fakes the shot, trying to move to the middle. Stolen away, though, by Longmeadow. Lancers looking to come back the other way, though. Play broken up by Chelsea Brennan. Samard, good step up here. Rosati unable to get there, though, as the second man in the neutral zone. Here, Lancers looking to come back the other way. Samard, good body presence, trying to steer it out to the outside. Eden Murray clears it along the far side of the field. Lancers looking to come back the other way, though. Washevitz, good step up there, though, as she clears this up the far sideline. Under 5 now remaining in regulation for the first overtime. So 2 overtimes we very much could see here. 10 minutes is what it will be played as for each overtime. As a ball sent in by Sophie Samard, immediately sent back out of bounds. Longmeadow gets the throw in. Headed up by Layla Rosati. Sent back out of bounds. Pope arguing the play. They will get this going their way. Rosati sends it back upfield, trying to find Washevitz. Ford will be sent back out of bounds. Here, under 4 now remaining in overtime. Longmeadow with the throw-in. Trying to work it back upfield. Dancing along the far sideline. Stolen away, though, by Dillard. Cleared out of the zone by Eden Murray. Trying to get the header forward is Washevitz. Washevitz still pressuring on the ball. Spinorama there. Trying to work it up the far sideline again. Lancers, though, looking to just keep it deep into the Popo zone here. As this will get a throw-in for the Lancers once again here. Hannah Johnson, good step up here. Trying to force it to the outside. Force no lanes at all whatsoever here for the Lancers. Limit all shots here to the outside and keep the ball far, far away from Kornacki when she has stood big and tall in net. Trying to find an inside lane, going for a tip here. Lancers with an opportunity here. Kornacki, though, again with a scoop up. Under 3 now remaining in regulation. 2:50 now. Clock winding down. Dillard taking down the play. No call there. As this will go in the way of Longmeadow. Samard, good step up here. Get by, though. Lancers with numbers heading forward. This could be dangerous here. Sends the pass into the middle. Trying to fire a shot. Low shot. Kornacki again with the save. Kornacki with what has to be, I think, 17 or 18 saves so far here. Coming up big for Pope Francis, especially in overtime here. As Longmeadow has started to turn it their way, heading into the O-zone here. I mean, not much more that you can ask for Kornacki. Shot there, fanned on, and sent to the side. As we are under 2 minutes now on officials' time of the first overtime here. Kornacki set to take it out of her own goal mound. Or rather, Murray out of Kornacki's goal mound, sent along the far sideline, trying to find Rosati, but it's cleared out of along the far sides. Lancers trying to work it forward, get something going. Forward is sent out of bounds, and I believe this will be Longmeadow possession heading forward. Yes, it will be. As a corner kick here now for the Lancers. Under 2 to play. Shot sent to the middle. Kornacki, big save here as she redirects it out. Pope Francis coming the other way. Mila Dillard all the way up the far side with a burst of speed. Taken down, though, here at the 30-yard line. Pope looking to pull off an upset here. 2 versus 1. Under what has to be a minute now left to play here. Longmeadow just piling on the opportunities here. Kornacki has come up big so far, and you can certainly not ask for much more from her. As I believe we have a timeout taken here, so we'll step aside, ladies and gentlemen, with under 2 to play in sudden death overtime. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions play here live on Pope Prep. As here off the timeout, a corner kick here for the Lancers. Under 2 to play, and what's got to be close to under 1. Kornacki looking to come up big for Pope Francis. Corner kick here for the Lancers. Kornacki steers it out to the side. Lancers looking to come back the other way. Pope Francis just looking to clear it out of harm's way. Chelsea Brennan looking to bat it forward here. What has to be under a minute left to play here. Lancers trying to get it forward. Chelsea Brennan turns it around here, trying to go upfield for Pope Francis. Legs dead here, taking it down on the play. As the Lancers with what could be a couple of bursts of speed upfield here, trying to get anything and everything going here. Lancers trying to center the ball here. Stop, sent back, trying to find a middle lane here. Sent down the play, though. Lancers trying to force it back forward here before taken back by Mila Dillard. Mila Dillard, head pass up for Rylan Washevitz. All the way out to play it is Nanzo, though. And we will go to double overtime here. Still at a 1-1 tie, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, double overtime. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions play here live on Pope Prep. And we welcome you back, ladies and gentlemen. Pope now working from left to right. Longmeadow working from right to left here as the start of the second overtime is underway here. Trammell had the tying goal here 6 minutes into the second overtime. Dillard looking to fire a shot off, or rather, Washevitz. Dillard trying to fire a spin cycle shot off there. Rosati, though, hustling the ball. Sent back inbound, though. Lancers, though, looking to work it back up forward. Longmeadow did a really good job of holding possession here in that overtime that we saw here. And they look to do the same thing again. Coming back the other way here with a burst of speed, trying to get the pass off middle, though. Kornacki has done a really good job of coming up big, especially for Pope Francis here. Ball sent into the middle here. Trammell bats it out, though. Maeve Trammell looking upfield, trying to find Rylan Washevitz. Instead, though, Longmeadow sends it back the other way here. Looking to work it back upfield for Rosati or Brennan. Rosati will get the throw in for the Cardinals. Upfield for Chelsea Brennan, who looks over for Rylan Washevitz. Washevitz trying to make a play there. Layla Rosati sends it up for Chelsea Brennan. Chelsea Brennan looking to get something going back for Pope Francis. Meadow looking to work back the other way. Minute 30 played in this double overtime here. Rylan Washevitz along the far side, tripped up on the play. And we will get a call for Pope Francis here. So a chance to get some ozone time going here in the final 10 minutes, or I should say 2 minutes into double overtime here. Sudden death, golden goal. Who wants to be the hero here? Who wants to have their name written down as the goal scorer, the one that won what could be here the 4th straight consecutive title for Pope Francis, or what has brought Pope Francis's 3-year win streak to an end? Washevitz, long distance shot, could have the length on goal. No, instead it heads out of bounds here. But it's a good, powerful kick here at the 30-yard line here. 2.5 minutes into play here. Longmeadow looking to work it back upfield, though. 7 minutes now remaining in double overtime. Longmeadow has had some good ozone time here. Looking to work it along the far side. Block shot there made, though, by Eden Murray. Shot sent into the middle. Kornacki again with a save, though. Pope Francis looking to work it forward here. Pass sent forward by Rylan Washevitz, or rather, no, Mila Dillard. Mila Dillard trying to get something going. Dillard's long distance shot here. Ball sent back into play here on the close side. Termel trying to work it up for Washevitz. Washevitz, touch pass for Mila Dillard. Mila Dillard trying to work on the inside, taking down the play, though. No one there, though. All on the far side, though. Brassolarchi trying to get a step play on the inside, though. Fanned on 2 of the shots, though. Nothing there for her, though, as what could have been an opportunity for the golden goal there. Longmeadow now along the close side of the field here. Chelsea Brennan trying to play defense here for Pope Francis here. Lancers trying to get something going. Anything or anything. Trying to get shots on net, get people to the net, and crash the net. Shot here on the far side. Kornacki again with the save made here as she scoops it up. Kornacki, 22 stops out of 23 shots so far here, heading into the second overtime. Longmeadow has outshot Pope by a large margin here. We're at, I think 23 to about 8 or 9 so far here. Final 5 minutes of double overtime now, as we could be looking at penalty kicks here. So a free kick here coming for the Lancers. What could be the game-winning goal? Kornacki, who has played oh so stellar in net, though. Nearing the end of the 4-minute mark in double overtime. Lancers send the ball toward the middle of the net. Kornacki all the way out to get it, though, as Soja redirected it into a safe place for Kornacki. Eden Kornacki working it upfield, trying to find Mila Dillard. As play is blown dead here. 3:30 now remaining in double overtime. Ball sent back into play here. Longmeadow looking to work it back upfield here. 3 minutes now remaining in double overtime. Working along the far side, Ali Soja and Hannah Johnson looking to clear it out of harm's way here. Longmeadow inbounds the ball on the far side of the field, looking to work it forward before it's sent back out of bounds immediately, though. Longmeadow, they'll take the throw-in. Sent back here, though. Lancers looking to end what could be a 4-year winning streak for Pope Francis. Currently 3 here. Pope looking for the first time in the longest streak of championships in school history. 4 Western Mass titles here. Already 3 looking to make it number 4 here tonight. The question, though, who scores the golden goal? And does it become Pope's 4th year in a row running strong? Or does it become Longmeadow upsetting Pope for their 4th title here? Pope Cardinals looking to just clear it out of the zone here. Broken up, though. Lancers looking to come back here. Dillard trying to make an aggressive step up there. Just clear the ball out of harm's way, as this will be another free kick for the Lancers here. As we are under 2 minutes now on officials' time here. And Longmeadow with a chance to put the game away once again here on the free kick here. Lancers, free kick here. Sent well over the goal mound here with under 2 minutes remaining. So Kornacki with not much to fear there. As Eden Murray will take it out of Kornacki's goal mound, but not before Pope Francis calls timeout. So heading into what could be penalty kicks sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 when we return the remainder of double sudden death overtime live on Pope Prep. So under 2 minutes here now on official time. 1:40 from the clock that we have here live in the booth here. Longmeadow looking to get it back going forward here. Long distance shot sent well wide of the net. 1:30 now remaining in regulation as far as the clock that we have here up in the box. Ball sent out of bounds though here. Now nearing the final minute mark of regulation, what could be on officials' time here. As we very well could see penalty kicks here, as this ball was kept in, though, by the Lancers on the far side. Lancers steal the ball away, long distance shot here, sent just wide of the net. 1 minute. Under a minute now remaining in officials' time of regulation. Lancers steal the ball away. Looking to come back the other way. Midfield collision by, I believe it was Dillard and one of the Lancers. Or rather, no, Washevitz and one of the Lancers taking down the play. 30 seconds now remaining. If we should have this about right here. As we have another timeout here taken by the Lancers now. So we'll step aside again, ladies and gentlemen. Under 20 now. 20 seconds, what could be unofficials time, left to play in regulation. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions Play here live on Pope Prep. So I think what we might have had here, though, rather than the end of double overtime, we could be headed towards penalty kick shootouts here. So So the end of double overtime and overtime was not enough here. So we are headed to a sudden death, or rather, no, I believe it'll be a three-man penalty kick shootout here. Kornacki in net for Pope Francis and Ava Nunzo for the Lancers here to decide it all for the Class A title here. The first shot of three scores for the Lancers. So the first shot in for the Lancers here. as Maeve Trammell steps up to the line for Pope Francis. So Maeve Trammell now with a chance to even it up. In at the 8-yard line. Maeve Trammell on Ava Nunzo, senior goaltender in net. She scores! So Trammell ties it up, 1-1 in the penalty kick shootout. Eden Kornacki with a chance to be the brick wall in net that she has been all night long. Scores, though, for the Lancers. And now stepping up to the line, and with the chance of tying the game back at 2-2, is Chelsea Brennan for Pope Francis here. So 3-2 score here in the penalty kick shootout here. Chelsea Brennan up at the line for Pope Francis on Ava Nunzo. She scores! It's Chelsea Brennan, and we're heading to what could be the third and final round of this shootout here. So Eden Kornacki with a chance to shut down Longmeadow here, and with a goal that could end it here for Pope Francis on their next attempt here. Kornacki has been strong in net all night long, just has to do it one more time. Kornacki and Nunzo have both let 2 goals in on this penalty shootout. And Longmeadow scores! So Longmeadow has put Pope in a do-or-die situation here. And none other to step up to the plate than Mila Dillard, who has put the team on her back all year with Maeve Trammell. Mila Dillard on Ava Nunzo for what could be to extend the game here for, I believe this is a 3-man penalty shootout. Pretty sure it is not to 5, so just to make sure here, if we do have any extra shooters here, I'm pretty sure that this is what the game could come down to. So Mila Dillard on Ava Nunzo. Dillard shot, she scores! She keeps Pope alive here in the shootout. 4-4, we head into what could be another round of 3-3. So now, sudden death shootout here. The emotions have been high and certainly going back and forth. Regardless of the outcome of both of these teams, they have nothing to be ashamed of here in the Class A final. Kornacki, though, with one stop to put it away. Meadow scores, though. So Longmeadow back up in the penalty kick shootout here in the 4th round. As Peyton Beedling up. So Peyton Beedling to extend it for Pope Francis, or Ava Nunzo to come up big and claim the Class A title out of Pope Francis's hands. Peyton Beedling at the 8-yard. Her shot, bar down. Does it go in? She scores! It's Peyton Beedling, and she extends it on for Pope Francis here. And we go into a 5th round here of sudden death. Kornacki, 5th round shot goal by Longmeadow. So now the chance and has to extend it here for Pope Francis up at the line now. Is Ali Soja for Pope Francis on Ava Nunzo to extend it and keep Pope's 4-peat alive. Soja off the field goal, no! And Longmeadow ends Pope's 4-year streak of wanting a Western Mass title. The 4-peat has come to an end here for the boys and girls tournaments here in Western Mass. A heartbreaking loss for Pope Francis and for the boys and girls team here. As Kornacki, who had fought oh so hard throughout the entirety of the game, Cardinal postgame, we'll give it to you here right now. Unfortunate for the two teams here, to say the least. Boys and girls both fought so hard to get to this point, only to come up short just by a little bit here. The final score, 6-5, 5 rounds in the penalty kick shootout here. An unfortunate end here, as the next time we will see you here with the opening round of the state tournament for the girls soccer team. As this is Don Percy, the voice of the Cardinals. What a job by both teams here. Saying so long from Burt Field in Springfield, Massachusetts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a good night.